All right, big sports weekend. Myra's here. Not just all the basketball going on, but a big hockey game tonight, Maya.
Absolutely, a very big hockey game, Hudson, and it is a homecoming of sorts at the Big Stick in Duncan. Former Victoria Grizzlies captain Sean Robertson plays his first game tonight since being traded to the Vernon Vipers last December. Well, it is the veteran defenseman's last tour of duty in the BCHL, and yes, he will have his own cheering center section at Duncan. CTV's Chandler Grieve has more on the return of Robertson.
This is like what it is all the time in the island, eh?
Yeah,
like just like man, in Vernon, it's rained once since I've been there.
Sean Robertson is soaking up some of the familiarities of home.
It's always a good homecoming when it's pouring down rain, but I mean that's the island for you, right?
The BCHLer knows Vancouver Island weather. He grew up with it in Cobble Hill and spent 4.5 seasons with the Victoria Grizzlies. But in December, the steady blue liner was shipped to the Vernon Vipers. This weekend, as his new team jockeys for playoff position, will mark the first and last time the 5-year BCHL veteran will play on the island since the big trade.
Well, the island is a lot different than the mainland, that's for sure. Obviously, the travel is a lot different. You know, like 2.5 hours was our longest trip when I played in Victoria there.
Despite the longer bus rides, the 20-year-old has fit in nicely with the Vipers. He currently holds the BCHL Ironman streak, playing in 56 consecutive games.
You know, it's something that's neat. You know, it really doesn't mean that much to me personally, but you know, it's good to play as many games as possible, especially when it's your last year. So.
It's a remarkable feat considering the former captain broke his femur in a game back in 2009, an injury that initially scared major American universities away from making scholarship offers.
Yeah, obviously, you know, what if's a big question, but at the same time, you know, you gotta control only what you can control, right? I mean, it's over and done with.
Well, I've talked to quite a few schools about him as of late. Just a kid that is very steady, and I think the schools, he's got a good chance just because the schools are starting to come out again, and they're starting to look for some older guys that can just step in and play.
As Sean prepares for his final BCHL game in front of friends and family tonight in Cowichan, there is one thing he doesn't quite miss about Victoria, having a few pesky reporters always looking for that interview.
Obviously, Heidi and Meyer and all those guys enjoyed it. You know, obviously, it's a little different not talking to you guys every week, so I see each other soon when you know, we're hopefully hoisting up the RBC Cup. And then it'll rain and then it freezes.
And not even one of those classic Vancouver Island downpours like we experienced today could rain on that parade. Chandler Grieve, CTV Sports.